Hey everybody, it's Avers Puma. Welcome back to DDLC World of Dreams. Just put on my headset. Cool, let's get this over with. Yeah. The rain outside isn't too bad at the moment, but I still open the umbrella and step out into it. Thankfully, there's no hard wind, only a small breeze as I walk down the street to school. As I walk, I notice I'm walking mostly alone. There aren't many other students up at this time. Most of the people I see now are businessmen and women heading to their local train station on their way to work. I can feel Menji growing tired and he's struggling to stay awake. Normally I would tell him it's okay to sleep, but after this morning, I'm not sure that's a good idea. You doing okay there, bud? Huh? Oh, sorry. I guess I'm alright. Are you sure? Well, actually, no, I'm not alright. I'm angry. Alright, what are you angry about? I feel Menji's anger rising and try not to let it mix with mine. Not what? Who? I'm angry at my parents. How come? They had to know about this condition I have. Oh yeah, I guess that would make sense. I find it hard to believe that my parents didn't know in the other, whatever we were last week. I remain silent and let them vent. I mean, how could they have not at least suspect something was wrong? I tend to sleep a lot, and I've fallen asleep in class too. I'm sorry. I know this is pretty much the least of our worries, but it still bugs me. I understand. I do, and I still struggle to keep AMNG's anger at bay. I don't want to come to school pissed. Do you think they really don't know? I remained silent for a bit. I honestly couldn't tell you. From what little I've seen of your parents, I find it hard to believe they hide this from you. I guess. Especially your mom. Heh, that's true. She always makes a fuss over me and Aiko. I've noticed. But now you mention it, this could be useful information. How? The major difference in this world is that Sayuri isn't here. That might have an effect on you. Oh, I guess so. The two of us fall into silence for a bit as we continue walking. Just then, I hear some heels behind me. I'll be damned! It's Sayako. I didn't think Sayuri's mom would be here. Wait, if she's here, maybe... I slow down until we're almost side by side. Dude, what are you doing? I just want to check something. Well, okay, be careful though. She doesn't look happy today. Yeah, I can see that. Sayako opens her eyes and looks at me. Menji-kun, is that you? Hey! Sayako's expression softens a lot after recognizing me. Menji, remind me how you address Sayako again, please? Fujika-san. Remember? Thanks. Good morning, Fujika-san. My innocent greeting isn't there like a 6-second straight in full speed. Dude, what was that? I don't know and I don't like it. Oh, no more. Oh, no more Sayaka-ba-chan, I see. Shit, don't tell me she's depressed. I don't know, man, but it seems legit to me. Michael's voice crumbles to even more than the next words. And that family name. I don't like how she phrased that. Is she divorced? Do something! Shit, what'd I do? Think! Dude, give me a hand here, you know better than I do. I've never seen like this before, I don't know what to do. Shit! Come on, think of something before she leaves. Guess I have to go down this path. Menji, I'm apologizing for what I'm doing, but I can't think of anything else. I don't like when you apologize beforehand. What are you gonna do? Use our unlucky trump card. Somebody cheating shake my head a little. Tsubachan, guess my narcolepsy got the better of me today. So goes out to my face, her expression showing deep concern. Oh god, voice crack. Dude, what the fuck did you just do? I needed her to stop thinking of her divorce. On the other side, she seems like she didn't know. Look at her. Sayaka puts her hand on my shoulders and speaks softly. Oh my god, now I understand everything. When you were a child, and when me and my ex babysat you, you were always able to sleep in whatever position or place. Minako always told me to watch for you taking a bath, but this... I could have killed you by omniscient. Some auntie I am. Yep, she's depressed. She's the one we're in class now. She looks back at me with concern. How is this affecting you at school? So, I've become since like this childhood. My mom didn't tell me the whole story about my condition. Maybe she did that to protect you. Maybe. At least she's now focused on me. It's kind of difficult. The doctor prescribed me some pills to help. Sayaka's expression turned serious. What pills? Let me check them. Begrudgingly, I take the orange bottle from a backpack and give it to her. When she reads the label, she almost loses the lid and the bottle fall to the ground. no. Who was the monster that ordered you this recipe? Somebody hugs me tight. Oh, she's crying! Sayako hugs me immediately. Her barely let retained tears now flowing like waterfalls. I beg you, Menji-kun. Please don't take those pills anymore. I'll take you to another doctor to give you a second opinion. Her next words crushed mine and Menji's heart. I don't want to lose you. Oh. Dude. I immediately put my arms around her, letting a couple of tears of my own. This woman got the short end of the stick in this timeline. This is so damned unfair. I instinctively tightened the hug for a while in a protective gesture, and then I started rubbing her back gently. She begins to relax. Still, I remember that I can't stay here too long or I'll be late. Slowly, I pull away just enough to look at her face. Thank you, Auntie. I, could go with you next week after school's culture festival. Sound good? This seems to raise her spirits. Yes, count on it. Thanks, Auntie. Now I really need to get to school. Yeah, you're right. I gotta get to work too. What a mess I am. Sorry. Have a nice day, Menji-kun. She slowly and reluctantly lets go of the hug and smiles at me, teal wiping her sleeve. You too, Auntie. See you then. Sayako leaves, but not before giving one last look at what a familiar concern. Familia. This was when she said that she didn't want to lose you too. How much would be losing her husband, and how much would it be? We should look at it later. Could be important, but we need to hurry to school. I quickly pick up the bottle of pills and put it back in my backpack. As we get closer, Menji speaks up. Thanks for comforting Sayako. Oh, shit. I wasn't going to leave her behind, I believe it was. And also thanks for telling her and telling us to a doctor next week. I really don't think we should add this to a whole can of worms that we already have to do. Ugh, God, I'm losing it. You know... Wait a minute. Yeah. Words. You know we still need to address this can of worms to... Oh, I put the auto button. What the fuck? You're right. Now let's hurry up to school. We can't be late. I walk closer and we'll see a handful of students there already. Just wait at the school entrance. Some are in small groups talking while others stand alone, mostly on their phones. I keep looking around, mostly to distract my mind from Sayako. A few others are reading alone as well. I find a corner and pull out my phone and earbuds to listen to music as I wait, but also keep an eye out for familiar students. As I sit and wait, I watch more students filter in, but mostly small friend groups. The first familiar face I see is Mori. To my relief, she's in a good mood, talking and laughing with the various other students. She eventually looks my way and leaves politely. I nod my head and smile slightly. Then to my surprise, she makes her way over towards me. Chuzu-san? I didn't expect you to see you this early. Her warm smile is a welcoming sight. Yeah, I woke up earlier than normal and couldn't get back to sleep, so I just had to come to school early. Couldn't sleep? That doesn't sound like you. Not really. Didn't mean anything bad about that. I know. Oh, good. Sorry, sometimes I can say things that can be misconstrued. I understand, really. So? Are you excited for the festival next week? The festival, Uh-oh, red alert. Are you okay? Kinda. I'm excited for the festival, of course. It's my last one before graduation, and I want to enjoy it to the fullest. Those words, I think I heard them before. I sense a butt coming. Mori sighs. It's just... my club's getting too big for me to handle. I'm thinking about leaving it soon. So far, this seems like the more I knew in the other timeline. Which club is that again? The R Club? I'm the president of the club. Wait, wasn't she also the vice president? Who's the vice president? Chiba-san. Whoa. What is it? She used Kotohana's last name. Do you think something happened? Oh dear. That super rich girl? Mori nods slowly. Well, I guess I could say it's good luck. Do what makes you less stressed. Thank you, Chizu-san. Just then I see Kotohana walking through the gates. I see exchange a look with Mori. a look of mistrust. Soon she's surrounded by other girls, all acting silently about seeing her. Popular, I see. Of course she is. Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring your mood down. It's alright, don't worry. Oh, thank goodness. Well, I should be going now. Hope you have a good day. You too. Mori bows gratefully and walks off to a smaller group of girls. Time passes, Rain continues to softly pitter-patter against my umbrella. Soon the school doors open and students begin heading inside. And I'm yawning my lungs out. I stand and walk in with them. As I walk down the still somewhat empty halls to class, I'm so distracted I nearly collide with a student who rushes past me. Hey! Hey, move it! The little blonde blur rushes past me. Natsuki? How's she doing here this early? Maybe it's to escape her dad. Remember that glitch in Act 2? Maybe the dad beating the shit out of her? Oh. My mind races to try to overcome some of the explanations why she's here so early. Escape from her father's a good explanation, but this will give me some more. I think there is, but I can't think of anything else at the moment. Without any further incident, I head to my classroom. I walk in and sit in Minji's chair once more, pulling out books. Was it just me, or Natsuki seem off to you? Off how? Less energetic? I mean, I know it's early in the morning, but that could be it. Could be also me malnutrition. Oh. Should we get her something from the vending machines? Not sure how we could do something off coming up as creepy. Right, sorry. No, it's a good idea. I'll think about it. Thanks. And just like that, Minji goes silent, lost in thought again. The other students trickle in, and I keep a special eye out for Kozu. Sure enough, she walks in. What the hell? No Gyaru outfit? I don't especially like the look on her face. She walks over and takes a seat beside me, and then crosses arms on the desk and lays her head down the soft thud. Mori's already in class, looks over at the sound. Excusing herself from her friend, she walks over. Tani-san, are you alright? Oh, yeah, just tired. Did you eat anything this morning? If not, I have some extra snacks packed today. You always pack extra snacks. Kozu's mood seems to improve slightly. I had an apple on the way to school, so I'm good today. Thank you for the offering, though. Of course. Mori turns and heads back to her desk, but not before she turns back. By the way, I love the new look. You look better with brown hair. Did you change it recently? Yeah, I just got tired of putting in dye regularly. Gotcha. As Mori heads back to her desk, I lean down and begin rummaging through Minji's backpack, eventually pulling out his wallet. What are you doing? I think I'm gonna go buy some extra snacks just in case. Is that okay? Oh, yeah, let's do that. I stand and head out. I just like how... I do like the brown hair on Kozu. Looks good. I go downstairs to the vending machine and find a girl in a soccer academy uniform bending under and reaching under the vending machine. Judging by the short statue blonde hair, I can only be Natsuki. I went to sneak up on her and make some noise as I walk up. Startled, she jumps and process hits her head on the bottom of the vending machine. Ow! Damn it! Natsuki holds her head, rubbing it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Eh? Whatever, it's fine. Thanks, did you lose something? None of your business. I gotta just raise up my hands like that. Okay, sorry, you're right. Natsuki goes back to what she was doing, and I make a point to stay at the vending machine next to it, looking over the options. After a while, Natsuki stands back up, fuming. Damn it! Too far away. She opens up her backpack and pulls out a change purse, looking through it with a more morose expression. I just remember that Yuri said something about Natsuki going to look at the vending machine for loose change in Act 2 of the original game. Natsuki just puts a turn ready to defeat it when I kneel. Here, let me get them. Before Natsuki has any chance to protest, I get my stomach and reach over the vending machine, seeing a small amount of coins near the back. Fortunately, it seems like Minji's tall enough to reach him. I stand back and brush my blazer off, holding out my trophies. 135 yen. Here you are. Thanks. She reluctantly takes them. I look over the vending machine she was just at. What were you thinking about getting? Oh, how nice of me. I am a gentleman. Huh? Minji was right. Natsuki seems kind of out of it today. Well, some milk. Before she could protest again, I put the money in the vending machine and comes with a small bottle of ice-cold milk. Take it and hand it to her. What? Here, take it. Natsuki looks at the milk suspiciously, back at me, and then suspiciously going more apparent. You're not gonna make you owe you a favor like that Chiba girl, are you? What? What the hell? No, of course not. What the Any idea what she means? Sorry, I'm just as lost as you are. I'm not that kind of person. Hesitantly, she reaches out and takes it. Thanks. No problem. I look back at the vending machines, looking through the different snacks. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Natsuki hesitantly open her milk and sniff at it almost as if she doesn't trust it. Then to my relief, she takes a long gulp. I purchase good 2-size energy bars next and hand them over to Natsuki. You sure? You already got me this. I should be good for the day. I'm sure. Here. Once again, she looks suspicious, but less so than before she takes them and stuffs them in her pocket. Without another word, she runs off. Looks like I managed to do something I wasn't able to last time. What do you mean? Score some points with Natsuki? Oh, yeah. Maybe she'd like to be more receptive of us showing up today. I thought you said you weren't going to join the club. Jesus Christ, I'm yawning, bro. Nothing's stopping me from showing a casual interest in the club, is there? Besides, I promised Monica I'd check on the club. Oh, yeah, right. Forgot. No worries. I don't exactly know what Kozen might like. I want something sweet, salty, then 3 different drinks and some more energy bars. You're gonna get fat eating that. Oi! Despite the situation, I smile slightly. Is that a smile I see? Dude, you can't see me smiling, period. I stuff a few items in Menji's pockets and hold the rest. Thanks, man. For what? Making me laugh even though I don't show it. We all need a laugh, right? Right. I head back to Menji's classroom. Kozu's head is still on her desk as I walk back in. I sit back and down, begin transferring the food to Menji's bag. As I'm finishing up, Mori walks back up to me. Chizu-sen, since you were here last Friday, I thought I'd give you the notes from that day. She hands me a small stack of papers. Oh, thank you. I take them from her with a grateful smile. Also, I just thought that you'd let us start next week. The school's getting a more international transfer student. Okay, even more stereotypes keep piling up. Really? Where from? I don't know, but I just thought I'd let you get since the teacher brought it up on Friday. Thanks for letting me know. Of course. Mori smiles kindly and heads back to her seat. I have to shift from Sayori to Monica's voice. Like Monica's voice in the in Mori's because she's Psionica. As I overlook the notes, I overhear students whispering amongst themselves as the topic goes to Miss Mysterious Transfer Student. It sounds like the typical high school banter, so I tune it out. I stare out the window at the grounds. It's still raining, but not very bad, fortunately. Hey, I'm yawning again. What the fuck? Menji's quiet at the moment, and I can feel him in deep thought. He and I don't say anything to each other and just watch the rain and think. More students trickle in and take their seats. Soon the school chime rings out, alerting the entire student populace to begin the school day. All up to that point, the school seems oddly peaceful. Most of the students in the classroom have been talking quietly to each other, and a few, like me, have been silent. The teacher calls the class order, and we start. Look at class being fucking boring as usual, bro. Not gonna lie, I do miss high school, though. The first half of the day seems to drag on slowly. That's high school. Unlike before, I don't bother taking notes. I do listen a bit, but it's hard to think about the current situation. To my dismay, and his best efforts, Menchi falls asleep. Unlike before, where I felt like some kind of pressure being lifted from whenever I slept, now I'm painfully aware how tired his body feels. I slowly stand and stretch. Now I can understand Menji's tolerance for coffee. Grabbing his wallet, I head out to the cafeteria. After getting some more of the chicken curry out over to the quiet corner of the cafeteria, sit and begin eating. Menji awakes just then. Did I miss anything? No. Verse? You sound upset. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just concerned is all. About the girls? And you. Me? Narcolepsy, man, you fell asleep earlier. I was worried. Oh, that. I'll be fine, don't worry. Are you sure? Yeah, that's the thing. Everyone's like, I'm fine, and they're not fine. Yeah, I've always had it. I've learned to deal with it. Well, let's hope so. I eat my curry and drink the black coffee I've gotten in silence. I'm lost in thought. So lost in thought I don't even hear someone sitting across from me like they're just sitting down. Easily Disturbed is that book. I jump slightly as Yuri, her face buried deep in a book, sits opposite me, a tray of food in her hand. Did you not see us here? Maybe not. I softly clear my throat. Pardon me? Eh? Ah! Yuri looks up and notices our situation. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to sit so close. It's okay, really. I give her a reassuring smile. Gotta say, though, that must be a damn good book if it distracts you like that. Ah, yes it is. She nods and seems relaxed just a bit. I'm still sorry, though. No, it's fine. Is this your normal seat? She nods slowly. Understood, I'll move. I'll stand and begin moving while the title of the book catches my eye. Easily Disturbed, huh? What genre is it? Oh, it's a psychological horror novel I've been enjoying recently. I raise an eyebrow curiously. What's it about, if I may ask? Yuri's eyebrow... Oh, no. Yuri's eyes widen in excitement. Ah, one moment. She flips to the back of the book and reads the blurb. Right, just want to make sure I wasn't spoiling anything. It's about a young nurse working in a mental institution. The author describes how working for the institution starts to change her. She begins seeing and hearing things and isn't sure how real or what she's seeing is not. What the fuck is that grammar? Now that sounds like a curious and interesting read. Oh, it is. I gotta give props to the soundtrack guy again, because love that music. She puts her book down. The writing style is similar to my very favorite horror novel. The author is an incredible master of suspense, leaving you as the unreader unsure. Even the ending is masterfully crafted, leaving readers guessing to what actually happened. Well, that does sound like a fun read. You're not. And a look of realization passes over her face. And I keep losing my fucking man. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to ramble on. It's alright, you didn't ramble, and I asked, remember? Oh well, if you're sure. No worries, I'm sure. Mind if I sit in the other end of the table? No, that's perfectly fine. Out of the corner of my eye, Yuri slowly goes back to her book, but I see her looking back at me every so often, bit before fully focusing on the book. I just had the best thing for her is just leave her alone for the time being. After a short time, she's fully focused on her book again. I finish my curry. As I'm on my last few bites, someone walks over to the table towards Yuri. Miss Yokoshika? Oh, no, I have to add the British accent. Miss Yokoshika. That I just alt-tab. Oops, I did. Oh, Miss Chiba. Is something wrong? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. What are they saying? Is that English? Yeah, it is. Hang on, let me listen. Okay. I continue eating, pretending not to understand. I'll do broken English. That's Russian. I'll do broken English. Oh, excuse me. I just came over to ask how your mom's doing. And I know she had to cancel our tutoring session last week. Is she well? Something is off here. She had to go to the hospital the day before, and the doctor told her to rest. Right, so I was told. How is she now? Yuri is tensing up by this point. What's this conversation feel for? Oh, so she's rich. So I'm guessing she's got part of like mafia or yakuza ties in her. I bet she's using power exploit. Better than before. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. If there's anything I can do, just let me know, alright? Thank you, Miss Chiba. Don't mention it. Kota stands and walks away. So, I might not understand English, but something was wrong there. You too, huh? Yeah, I just came up with a finger on it. Remember what Natsuki said earlier about owing Chiba a favor? Yeah, I do. What about it? Maybe there's something behind that. You think? Perhaps so. It's something to keep an eye on, at least. No kidding. I grab my empty tray and try to clean up the table, leaving quietly as not to disturb Yuri's reading. Although, it seems like Yuri's a bit more stressed than before. As much as I want to talk to her about it, she doesn't know me at all, so it'll be very unusual as to what's wrong. I head out to the corridor, pulling out Menji's phone. What exactly did the two talk about? I transcribe the conversation best I can, making an effort to switch my tired brain between English and Japanese. I see. Thanks for telling me. Of course. Are you going to tell Monica and Sayori? Of course I will. She'll shoot off a text right now, actually. I stop, move to the side of the hallway, and send off a quick message. Hey, Monica, you guys got time to spare? There are a few things I need to report to you, too. Send the message and wait. Mere moments later, she calls, I answer. Hey, that was quick. Well, it sounded urgent. It is. Listen, can you and Sayori look at the script for me? Something just happened between Yuri and Kotonoha. Sayori's actually looking over the script now. We're seeing the conversation between Kotonoha and Yuri, but it's gibberish. Gibberish how? I don't know. What happened? I'll try and tell you later. Maybe after school, you check on the club. Can you come to the space classroom and tell us? Not sure off the time. Oh yeah, I guess not. Sorry. Hey, so how are you doing? Is your neck okay? Out of the corner of my eye, I see Kotuzawa approaching, but think nothing of it. My neck's fine, just a bit sore. She also said it hurts to swallow. Oh, she's listening. I have. Just keep an eye on her. I have to go. Okay, stay safe. I love you, Avers. I'll do my best. See you later. I'll close the phone. Talking to your girlfriend? Yeah, working on a project together. She frowns a bit for some reason. I see. She walks back to the classroom fast. Wonder what that's about. She knows. She knows everything. She remembers. I walk back to the classroom and see Kozu sitting on her place. Her handful of other students also there, most in a small group of friends talking. I take a seat and pull out the medication. As I'm about to pop out of my mouth, memory Sayaka's crying face flashes through my mind. I hesitate and screw the cap back on the bottle and put it away. With how scared and desperate she looked, I can't risk taking them anymore. Especially since our own daughter had the same reaction this morning. I lean against the window and look out. The sound of the rain soothes my worry over Sayako for the time being. Despite the body I'm in feeling tired, my mind is racing trying to process what I've seen all day. Obviously, it seems like Natsuki's saving the same issues for Act 2, the malnutrition anyway. If I'm remembering right, she was the one who changed at least in Act 2 since the original game's Monica only edited her father's traits. I make myself a mental note to ask Sayori to keep an eye on her regardless. Yuri didn't seem all that different before, but then again, the same thing happened in the base game as well. It's the others I'm worried about, the other people I've seen. Kozu, for one, she's not a bully like she was before, which is a bad thing. What could have changed so drastically? She changed completely. And apparently over the weekend. Kota seems to be the same, but something feels off. I just can't think of what it is. And Sayako. Maybe a second opinion would help. Menji? What's up? You've seen what I've seen today so far. Can I hear your thoughts? Well, I'm not really sure, to be honest. I'm not really good at this, thinking hard about things. That's alright. I could use some alternative opinions anyway. Alright, well, today's been really weird so far. I'll give you that. It's only been half a day. Oh, crap, I alt-tabbed. Oops. Well, I keep alt-tabbing, bro. Fucking shit. But it doesn't feel like there's more tension in the air. I don't think this is the wrong way, but the changes don't seem to be too much right now. Really? That catches me off guard. Maybe he's not seeing what I'm seeing, or maybe I'm just paranoid. Hear me out. I know in Act 2 you becomes, for lack of a better word, crazy, but I didn't see her in that today. Technically, we did just meet. Maybe if we don't join the club and keep an eye on her like you mentioned, maybe she won't, like you said. That's my hope, anyway. Go on. Natsuki seems like a normal self, albeit a bit more poorer now. Mori seems to be the exact same as she was before. In the past, she's taken on herself to walk around class before school starts to make sure we're okay. Kotonoha doesn't look like she's changed that much either. She's still offering to help others. Remember what Natsuki said earlier about owing a favor? Yeah, that's true. Let's keep an eye on her then. So maybe I'm not paranoid. But then there's Sayori's mom. I guess the script had to figure out a way to remove Sayori from her family. But it was hard to see her like that. Besides that obvious change, the biggest difference I've seen is Ranning and Kozu is not how she was before. I'm not sure what that could mean. Don't forget about how Monica showed up this morning. Yeah. But the Kozu thing, perhaps it's something to do with Yae. Oh, her. I feel Menji begin to get angry again. Okay, take a deep couple breaths. I'm the last person to say this, but calm down, man. We'll find a look around for her her later, I promise. Right, I'll try, but she's just so aggravating. I couldn't agree more, but things have changed for her, too. Maybe she isn't as bad as that time around. That could be why Kozu isn't a bully Gyaru this time. I don't know. I guess we won't have to know until we see her. Agreed, although I sure love trying to organize my own thoughts again. I agree with you about Mori. She seems the exact same before, but before that she shared a glance with Kotonoha before she had me worried. I thought they were best friends. Sure seemed like it, so there's a major change there. Let's just hope it's nothing serious. I hope. Maybe I didn't think about it as hard as you did. I could feel a headache coming on. Sure enough, a small ache begins in my head. Or my temples a bit. Ah, damn it. I was hoping we could continue this. Maybe later. Suddenly I feel Menji fall asleep instantly. Internal alarms begin going off. If that's because of narcolepsy, I gotta start drinking more coffee. I wonder what Psycho is so scared of Menji's prescription. Chichi comes in and class begins. Not especially in the mood for school. I absentmindedly begin taking some semblance of notes the teacher drones on. And I love how school is so fucking boring sometimes, but you gotta learn. That's how it goes. As the day ends, students excitedly begin putting their books away, and I can hear them talking about various things. I look back and see, to my surprise, that Kozu's not there anymore. I don't even remember hearing her leave, although it's possible she slipped out before me. Then she was still asleep when the bell rang, but I feel awake as soon as I put my books away. What time is it? End of school, dude. Really? I fell asleep again? Yeah, you did. Oh, damn. I was trying so hard. It's not your fault, man. I'll just drink a bit more coffee through the day. Yeah, that'll help. Thanks. But don't take those meds again. I won't, I promise. Good. So, to the club then? You gotta be alright? Huh? You're nervous, aren't you? He's right, I'm nervous, just like last time, but I did this, but not quite the same way as before. Although I did think the correct term would be downright petrified. I can't help but wonder if things are going to be like in the club room when I arrive. Will Natsuki and Yuri be at each other's throats without Monica or Saori to try to keep them in check? Or will they just be ignoring each other? Yeah, I am. Oh well, so am I. Good to know I'm not alone that you're with me on this. Alone? You're literally controlling my body. This is the closest the level of me being with me. Smile a bit. It's comfort knowing that he hasn't quite lost his sense of humor here. How true. Well, let's head off to the literature club then. Slinging my bag over my shoulder, I head out to the crowded school hallway. I pay close attention to the other students around me as we walk. I remember a few of them from the past week, as nothing indicates any changes in personality. I head towards the club room and approach the stairs on the fourth floor. I hear running footsteps from down the hall. Looking around, I see Kozu running towards me. She looks a bit disheveled as she runs past me. It looks like she's about to cry. Watch her go, concerned. That's fucked up. What was that about? Any idea? None whatsoever. I turn back towards the club room when the reason for was upset Kozu almost collides with me. Yay. Of course it was yay. Hey, what? I don't remember her voice. Shit. I could look up my YouTube video, but I'm not gonna do that. I'll just give her a bitchy tongue. Hey, watch it! She glares at me angrily. Not really wanting to cause any trouble, I step aside. That's better. I keep peeking the microphone, probably. I'll just see if peeking the microphone again. She scoffs. 1 second. What a crybaby. I roughed her up a little bit. Oh god, that expression again. We were so wrong. She still is a monster. She walks past me and down the hall with a confident stride. Seriously, what is wrong with that girl? You don't think she, if she did, this could be hell to pay, I promise you that. I feel the anger rising again. I take a few deep breaths to calm down again. This anger sure seems to be a constant, and it's just Monday. I really don't like this. You sure you're gonna be okay? Yeah, I can manage. I continue to walk towards the club room. When I reach it, I hold up my hand and knock. Ah, come in. I gently but firmly slide open the door. I gently open the door. Fuck me, bro. I hate that quote. That's just, I peek in, act as I'm not sure if I'm in the right place. Natsuki Yuri said 2 desks that have been towards one another, each holding a small, pale green booklet. Excuse me, sorry for interrupting you, but is this the literature club? The girls exchange a look for a brief moment, then Yuri stands and faces me a bit nervously. Yes, that's correct. Oh, that's good. I wasn't sure I had the right place. Hey, I remember you from this morning. Oh, have you two met already? Natsuki freezes. I immediately jump in. I accidentally ran into her this morning on my way to class. Oh, I see. Well, welcome to the Literature Club. I'm the Vice President, Yoshika Yuri. This is one of our members, Miyamoto Natsuki. I'm Chizu Menji. Nice to meet you two officially. Ah, yes, of course. Wait, did you guys meet already? We talked a bit at lunch about her book. Oh. I look around the two as if looking for a person. By the way, where's Asano-san? Our president? How do you know her? Well, she was the one who told me about the club earlier. Really? I wasn't aware she's considering bringing in new members. Well, I'm just here to check it out, that's all. Sorry if I disappointed you. Huh? Why would we be disappointed? Okay, not the response I was expecting. Well, I mean, for what she told me, you're one member being short of an official club, right? I was guessing that's why she asked. Psh, sure she asked you? Why? Not sure, really. I mean, we were in the same class last year, but that's basically the only way I know her. Well, even if you are just visiting, as Vice President, it is my duty to welcome you. Thank you very much. Yeah, welcome, I suppose. I'm sorry Monica isn't here today, but she has told me she wasn't feeling well. She was staying home today. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed her. I'll tell her you stop by after the fucking club meeting is over. After I can read correctly. In the meantime, would you like some tea? Today's certainly a day for it. I indicated the rain outside with a small smile. Hoo-hoo, it is indeed. I'll go find some water. Be right back. So saying, Yuri grabs the hot water heater and rushes out the club room, leaving me alone with Natsuki. So, all the music was cut out. That's fucked up. The atmosphere gets tense and but I'm not entirely sure what to say as I put my headphones back on. I never had this happen to me before. However, before I could try again, Natsuki speaks up. Hey, listen. About earlier today. You know, with the milk and energy bars. I keep fucking alt-tabbing. If you still think you owe me anything, you really don't. No, that's not it. Dummy. I feel a small bit of relief from this exchange. It feels more normal than anything that's been going on lately. I just wanted to thank you. And make sure you promise not to tell anyone about it, okay? Right, I promise. Good, you better. I nod an affirmation. Suddenly, I hear someone's stomach growling. Natsuki's face goes beak red. She looks away. I smile a bit, then reach down to Menji's backpack, pulling out some food I got from the vending machines earlier. Here, take which ones you like. Natsuki looks at me again, frowning in suspicion. Is something wrong? Menji, correct me if I'm wrong, but she didn't really accept the cookie I bought for her last time. No, you're right. She pretty much just digging into that cookie. I wonder why. She looks down at the bars I lay down on the desk in front of her, and she looks back at me. Why? What do you want out of me? Suddenly she brings back her hands over to her chest, almost a protective gesture. You don't want to do that, do you? What? Oh, God, no. No. I shake my head, looking horrified. What the hell kind of experience does Natsuki have that her mind go, oh, that's fucked up? Did the script corrupt everyone's libido this time? That wasn't my intention, although I swear. First, do you think her dad has been... Oh, God, I certainly hope not. Or anyone else, for that matter. Yeah, same here. Hey, stop spacing out on me. Tell me just what you want. I look back at my Natsuki. Look, Morimoto-san, I was just trying to help, I promise. She doesn't move for what seems like minutes, but it was only probably a few seconds. Finally, she reaches over and grabs the nearest candy bar. A bar named Cat Nibble. Is it Kit Kat? Yeah, the resemblance. Yeah, I just finished reading that. When she quickly opens it with lights on the milky and sniffs hesitantly at the bar. Finally, she breaks off a piece and eats it. Break off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. I open a small bag of chips and begin slowly eating. When she nibbles on the chocolate wafer bar, I see Natsuki looking at me with a lingering bit of suspicion in her eyes. Thankfully, Yuri comes back just then. Huh. Her face seems a bit flushed. I hope that doesn't mean what I think it means. She was cutting herself, wasn't she? As I alt-tab again. Sorry for the wait. She looks at what Natsuki and I are doing. Where'd you get the food? I bought them earlier. Sorry, is there any eating allowed in the classroom? No, that's not it. I pulled out the small maca cake and ate it out to Yuri. If you want some, I don't mind. I bought too much this morning anyway. Yuri takes down the cakes and backs up with a curious expression. Are you sure? Of course, be my guest. You prepared some tea for me. It's the least I can do. Yuri smiles at me gratefully. Thank you very much, then. She takes the cake, opens and takes a bite, clearly enjoying it. Yuri then walks over to the closet, begins gathering the tea set and places it on the shelf so that against the wall. Silence falls. The only sound is Yuri's preparation of the tea. I nervously pat my lap, trying to think of something to say. Natsuki looks slightly nervous, looking out the window, giving the suspicious glances. Finally, I clear my throat. So, were you reading before I came in? Huh? Natsuki looks over at me, startled out of the train of thought she was having. Oh, here. She shoves one of the books forward. I gingerly pick it up and read the title. American Short Stories, huh? Alright, which one are you reading? A Horseman in the Sky. Isn't that the same story they read last time? You're right. It's a bit encouraging, isn't it? We'll see. Really, why that one? It's the one Monica chose for us to read for the weekend for discussion. Natsuki says it almost sounds like derision. I wanted to read something else. No, Natsuki, there's no need for that. Yuri returns with the tea set and places it nearby on the nearby desk. She pours tea into 3 cups and hands one to me and Natsuki. We'll all agreed on this story. It's not like a manga like you. Yuri! Natsuki looks seemingly angry and embarrassed. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do. I mean, ugh. Yuri looks at me flustered. Is there something wrong with manga? I mean, I read manga too, and not be most people consider literature, but they tell stories, don't they? Well, yeah, they do. See, Yuri, I'm not the only one who thinks manga's literature. I never said it wasn't. I simply said it wasn't my medium of choice. Oh. Well, at least there's someone else in the school who knows the truth. I smile about this exchange. It feels pretty normal to me. Anyway, what's the story about? Yuri looks with a sudden renewed excitement. It's like excitement she showed earlier in the cafeteria. She's got the crazy eyes again. Ah, it's a story set during the American Civil War. The protagonist is a Union soldier named Carter Drews hiding in a bush where he spies a Confederate horseman. The story follows his train of thought as he contemplates firing on the soldier, but he hesitates for a moment. The author always utilizes some flashbacks during Carter's time with his family. God fucking damn it. When he joined the Union, his father both called him a traitor and encouraged him to follow what he perceived his duty to be. It ends with the Carter shooting the horseman, and is revealed in the end. She only pauses, looking apprehensive. I chuckle and nod. I don't mind spoilers for this, go ahead. Oh, thank you. The Confederate horseman was actually Carter's father in the end, hence the hesitation. Oh, nice! Whoa, damn. That's pretty well cut and dry, in my opinion. You and I both pause and turn to Natsuki. Oh, how so? Think about it. There are enemies in the war. It's kill or be killed. Doesn't mean your family. I respectfully disagree. I believe that Carter's inner struggles are meant to be interpreted as a lesson in the relationship between father and son. Intrigued, I lean forward, tea in hand. How so? Even Natsuki looks a bit curious, but still stubborn. As I understand the story, Carter and his father actually parted amicably despite the father vehemently disagreeing with his son's choice of army. However, since the mother was on her deathbed, they actually agreed not to tell her and hoped to reconcile in the future. There are many themes at work in this story. The main themes are the contrast between familial relationships and duty. Carter decided that sparing his father's life would have killed many more people in the end, but in the case, duty won out. I still think that's too wordy for my tastes. Is it so hard to make your point with all the fanciness? Don't say it, Yuri. I know what you're gonna say already. Awkward. No shit. Watching interaction between the two, no slight tension I don't remember from before. You guys had different viewpoints in the argument last time, but the tension wasn't this bad. I don't know why I didn't sense it before. Maybe I was just hoping that hope and deluded myself. Maybe it's the way Kasaya or maybe Monica's in here to interject and try to placate them. Guess that's my job at least for today. It sounds like an interesting read. The girls both turned their attention to me. Yuri a bit more relieved by distraction. Natsuki irritated look softens ever so slightly. I'm sorry I didn't have a third copy to share with you. It's not that cumbersome of a read and it wouldn't take you that long. That's alright. Here, you can borrow my copy. Natsuki suddenly shoves the book towards me. Wait, are you sure? Yeah, I've actually got some other work to do before the club is over. So saying, she grabs her bag and walks over to the back corner of the classroom near the closet. She sits at the desk and begins her work. I look over at Yuri curiously. If you're not interested in reading it. No, it's alright. I don't mind taking some time to read. Yuri nods and opens her own copy of the book. I look down and open the book Natsuki handed to me. Yuri's right. As it turns out, the story is really too short read, if a bit complicated. It's not something I normally read, but it's definitely entertaining enough to keep me encouraged. And I pass out. Drink. I eventually finish, put the book down. Seeing this, Yuri looks over me curiously. So, what'd you think of it? It was definitely entertaining to me. You have to give me more time to process what I just read. Plus, it was originally written in English. Things get lost in translation. Indeed they do. She holds up her copy of the short story collection, and I notice that's in English. Without thinking, I read the title out. First, no! What? Oh, fuck. Yuri's expression is very intense, and only for a moment. It was in English. Her smile gentle returns with a hint of excitement. Do you speak English, Mr. Chizu? She says that in flawless sounding English. Her tone is almost hopeful. Fuck, how do I cover this up? Looking at the title Japanese book I have, I see that the title isn't quite the same. I stumble over my words, trying to make a sign that I'm speaking broken English. I speak English very little. I switch back to Japanese. I'm not the best student at it. And yet you recognize the title instantly. Damn it. Dude, you fucked up, dude. Oh, my God. Yeah, well... God, if you're out there, I could really use a distraction. Of course, my luck isn't that good. Yuri goes on. Our English program isn't the most ideal one. I actually heard that Tasano High has a stellar English program. I almost applied there. Really? It's not much of a distraction if I play my car rides. Maybe I could talk a bit about herself. What's Tasano High? The only other high school in our city. It's a college prep school. Thanks. I would have gone, but they cost attendance almost twice as Sakura Academy. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Not to mention Sakura's education is bad in any sense, of course. I just wish that their English language program was better. That's fair, yeah. I look down at the book, still in my hands, remembering that it's still there. Oh, pardon me, I should probably turn this to Muramoto-san. Of course. And by the way, thank you for letting me check out this club at least. Of course. I do hope you join. Well, we'll see what I'll think about it, and perhaps if we can visit this week. I'm sure Monica would be delighted. Yuri's smile seems pretty genuine, though. I'm still a bit on edge as she reacts to my careless mistake. I stand and walk over to Natsuki's with a thick book open. I walk up, grow confused as she has a sheet of paper and pencil as she reads. Her eyebrows are furrowed in frustration. I slow down and try not to startle her with my approach. I gently clear my throat. Pardon me, Muramoto-san? Startled, she looks up at me. Huh. Oh, it's you. Need something? Here, I keep the grin to myself. I was just returning this. I hold out the book. Natsuki looks at it, then me. You read the story already? Damn, you're pretty fast. She takes it from me and then puts it in her school bag. Thanks for letting me borrow it for today. Oh, sure. She nods at me and almost distracted as she almost focuses more on what's in front of her. I start to leap and fake a double take. Not hard to fake, actually. It seems like Natsuki's actually doing homework. The workbook she opens the standard math book for the school. Natsuki's eyebrows are furrowed. She focused on one problem in particular. I'm not the best in math, to be honest. Anytime during the past week I've had a math class, I always ask Menji for help. He's not exactly the best either, but he's better than I am currently. That problem she's stuck on incorporates stuff that we learned last year. Easy stuff, too. At least easy now. That makes sense. Natsuki looks up at me and just notices how I'm looking over her shoulder. Do you mind? I'm trying to work here. Oh, sorry. Just you're approaching the problem wrong. Who asked you? I raise my hands defensively, back away without another word. Go back to the other seat and sit down. Yuri's too engrossed in her own book to notice my return. Now undisturbed, I currently rummage through Menji's backpack looking for anything literature related. I don't have any homework I can do currently since I've been having it doing it when classes and there's a lecture going on. Most of the teachers in this school could take too long to teach the main topics, something I'm very much used to. Yes, that is so fucking true, so bad. Like, you are learning the subject so fucking slow. You can do the homework for the subject you are learning in that same fucking class. Not find anything. I decide to quietly stand and look in the closet for anything. I quietly walk past the concentrated Natsuki and take a glance at the bookshelves. Aside from Natsuki's Monica, most of the books appear as school-related. Workbooks, study guides, and more fill the shelves. The books on the floor are mostly the same. I sigh and quickly back towards the desk. I'm past Natsuki. I very take a quick glance at her work. She's still apparently stuck on the same problem she was working on when I gave her the book back. As we begin to turn away, she throws her pencil down in frustration. Damn it! Why is this so hard? She murmurs to herself. I pause and look back at her. If you're having issues, skip it and come back to it later. She glares up at me. No one asked you. Unlike before, though, Natsuki sounds more defeated and less antagonistic. Would you like some help? We'll just cover this problem in class. At least the new stuff. She looks away, a bit stubborn, frown plaster on her face. Out of the corner of my eye, seeing you lower her book and glance at the two of us. Why? Natsuki looks up at me sharply. Why do you want to help me? Look in her eyes and make sure confusion, stubbornness, and suspicion. Because it looked like you were struggling. If you don't want any help, I go quiet as Natsuki looks back at me, looking over everything. Her fist clutched frustration looks back up at me. I would appreciate the help. Is everything all right over there? A slight nervous Yuri walks over. What's the problem? Math problem. Oh, I can help you. Yuri looks down at the workbook. Do you want help? I can see a bit of her stubbornness return. Before she could say anything, I chime in. There's never any shame in asking for help. Fine. See, I actually have that. I have that problem too about asking for help. I don't ask for help, and that's one flaw of me. Let's actually go back to the other desk and I'll move a third so I can sit. Natsuki begrudgingly grabs her belongings and walks back over to the desks. I grab a third desk and move it over so Yuri leaves on my left, Natsuki's on my right. Yuri reaches on my bag and brings out a copy of the math book. I do the same and bring out my answer sheet. Thank you. Yuri says this quietly in a subdued, embarrassed tone. Not a problem. I would be a good vice president if I allowed club time to cut your studies. Natsuki sits slowly and opens up books. So where are you stuck on exactly? For the rest of the club time, Yuri and I, but more Menji than me, help explain to Natsuki the basic principles of the problems she was having issues understanding. Which turns out is nearly all of them. I grow increasingly concerned that I know Natsuki is smarter than she thinks herself to be. If anything, her poems are evidence of her intelligence. I'm actually equally surprised at Yuri's manner by teaching. The way she explains concepts we're reviewing aren't just helpful to Natsuki, but they help me remember my older math lessons more clearly. I breathe inner sighs of relief when I see Natsuki's eyes light up from further understanding as both concepts click for her. I make a small note of bringing her food for her, reminding myself to come up with realistic excuses so I'm not just thinking I'm stalking her. Eventually, Yuri pulls out a small, battered pocket watch. She looks at it and then walks out the wall clock in front of the room. Oh my, it's getting late. We really should just end the club meeting. She turns to me with a small smile. Chizu-san, thank you for stopping by to observe the club. I promise it isn't always like this. She lowers her voice for the last sentence, looking over at Natsuki with a concerned look. No problem. Will you come again? I know you said you're just observing, but still. She trails off. I might come again. Who knows? Alright. I'll let Monica know if you're interested in our club. Thank you. Then raise my voice and address the two girls. It was a pleasure to meet both of you. If I do join, I look forward to getting to know the two of you better. Well, if even you're a boy, I guess I could tolerate you in the club. Natsuki. Fair enough. Do you need any help cleaning up? Yuri looks around the room. Looks around the room. It's time for the pre-rage. Dust some crumbs on them. On the tea set, the classroom seems to be pretty clean. I don't mind helping. I walk over to the closet and grab the broom and dustpan. Natsuki and Yuri look at it briefly. Please let me do that. It is my duty after all. She walks over to me, looking at the broom and dustpan in every seat, then back at me. Yeah, just give up there, Chizu. She gets stubborn like this sometimes. Natsuki! Put the broom and dustpan down on a nearby desk and raise my hands in surrender. Far from me to be the step of the duties of vice president, but are you sure? I am, but I'm grateful for the offer. I can certainly handle small tasks such as this. Well, if you're sure, thank you for having me, and I'm sorry I came unannounced. It's quite alright. Thank you for stopping by and see you later, hopefully. Natsuki already heading towards the door. She gives and turns a polite nod towards Yuri. Yuri smiles softly as the blonde soon before focusing on the task of cleaning. I walk on my moments after Natsuki. Natsuki and I walk down the now empty corridors towards the stairs. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see her looking back at me in a poor attempt at being sneaky. Hey, Averse. What's up? Was it such a good idea to leave Yuri in a room like that? With her problem? I know what you're getting at, but I don't want to come off as stalkerish right off the bat. We cannot be too careful here. Now that you mention it, it does sound pretty reasonable, but I at least like to check out the script when we get home. That's fair. We'll check it then. Thanks. You're welcome. I stay a good distance behind Natsuki, looking out the windows at the rainy landscape below and sighing heavily. The two of us head down the lockers. I approach my locker, seeing Natsuki dragging a small stool over towards it. She notices me approaching and stops. Oh, am I in your way? Yeah, but take your time. I know I everyone to be. Looking a bit relieved, but she's still suspicious. She still gets on the stool and begins unlocking a locker at the very top. Get the short one at the very top of the lockers. Got it. It turns out hers is about 3 spaces above Menji's. This doesn't really register for me, as I'm too busy in my own thoughts. However, Menji notices and takes action before I do. First, I think it's alright if we offer to switch with her. I look between the two lockers and curse myself for a fool not thinking it before him. I don't see why not. We can reach the locker better. We're almost at 10. Do you want to switch lockers with me? Huh? Why? So you can reach it without the stool? Mine's right here. I indicate the locker in question. Once more, she looks at me with suspicion. Are you sure you don't want something out of me? I'm even more worried about her. What else could this version of Natsuki be more possibly gone through to make her this trustful? Nothing, I promise. I hold up my hands in an innocent gesture. It was just an offer. Huh. She stares at me. I can handle myself, thank you. Okay, the offer's always open if you don't change your mind. Uh-huh. She takes her school slippers off and slips on some older-looking shoes. She closes and locks the locker, moves the stool back after grabbing a small umbrella that walks out in the rain. Damn, that was a bit harsh of her. I was just trying to help. Maybe I said something wrong here. We don't know the specifics of the world yet. There are obviously some pretty big differences, but we don't know who or what else has been affected. I don't see how you could have said anything wrong. I would have said something similar anyway. Well, thank you. I take off the school slippers, grab Menji's shoes, and slip them on. Then after everything's put away, grab the school bag and umbrella and walk out in the rain. I like the music. As soon as we're more or less walking alone, I pull out Menji's phone and begin to make a call. Hello? Hello? I'd like to record a message for you. You get settled down your first night. You can feel Menji's inner smile at hearing her voice, and I smile a bit in response. Hey there, sir. The club just ended, so we're heading home now. Oh, that's good. How was school for you two? Is Monica there? I'll tell her too. Yeah, hang on. I hear some footsteps on the other line. The sleepy sound of Monica talking to Sayori. The conversation is brief, I only hear bits and pieces of it. Okay, you're on speakerphone now. My smile immediately grows wider. Hey there, how have things been over there? Pretty good. I'm making sure Monica gets plenty of rest. I want to try making something for her, but, well, you know how I played out last time, Menji. My smile Menji's grows wider and I chuckle. No matter what, it seems like Sayori's more resilient than her initial personality type leads one to believe. Plus, I can't leave, so I nod and understand him, but briefly forget they can't see me. Well, thanks for being there for her. Monica, are you feeling any better? Aha, better than before. Sayori's right, she's been pretty insistent on making me sleep, and that helped. But what about you? I haven't had a chance to look over the script for the day. That's partially why I called. Aw, you boys didn't just call two sexy ladies home. All alone and lonely. I can't help it, I'm gonna burst out laughing. Menji does too. I just confused stares at people in the street, but the pre-moment I don't care. My laughter is mostly a relief. If Monica could be this flirty, she's definitely getting better. I'm sorry I can make some self-deprecating jokes, but I feel a bit better too. My dear, you wound me. Of course, Menji and I will call check up on you too. I'm just teasing a verse. As am I. I take a moment to stop laughing, then clear my throat. Reverse. Are you okay though? I'm mostly just drained, physically and mentally. What happened at school today? Well, let's just say the mood at school is a lot more tense than I remember from last week. If you don't mind, I'd actually like to tell you when we get home. Of course. We'll be in the space classroom waiting. Wait, Monica, should we just look at the script? Yeah, maybe. Lauren sounds a bit hesitant. Go ahead and take a look. Maybe there's something I missed, or maybe I have some information I missed. Shit! Highly doubtful, though, seeing as the script seems to be all-knowing. We'll see you two when you get home. Have a safe trip back. Just be careful. The weather forecast in, and it's gonna rain. It's gonna get worse as the week goes on. We will. See you later. As my stomach growls. Hungies. Bye. Bye. I hear the sound of a phone closing on the other end. I close Menji's, put it back in his pocket. Just then, I turn down Menji's street. The street lights are on as I simply walk back towards the house. Menji's silent, almost pensive. The closer to his house I get, the more nervous I get. And not because I'm about to see Monica again. No, this feels like I'm more about to walk into proverbial lion's den. Not because of the girls, but because of the dangers we'll be facing during the week. I pushed those feelings down before, but now they're resurfacing again with a vengeance. Oh, like I stand in front of Menji's house. This looking typical two-story Japanese domicile. This is my own private domicile, and I will not be harassed. Bitch. Huh, domicile. Guess my time in the club has made me think in, shall we say, fancier terms. At least in English. I grip Menji's bag and umbrella tightly, my knees somewhat shaking. At first, what's wrong? Why are you so nervous? I don't fucking know, man. What do you want me to say? Eager to see Monica again that badly, huh? Despite myself, I smirk. I could say the same of you, lover boy. It says, turning to get nervous. But that's not it, really. Oh, then what's wrong? Our men standing there, fear coming back up with me. It's beginning to burst through my mouth. My breathing speeds up. I don't know. I'm scared. I go open and lean towards against the closed fence gate, feeling a bit weak. I am too, man. It's weird to be scared inside, then we won't be having these moments collapsing. I smile slightly. Point taken. I trudge inside. I slowly walk in, removing my shoes, and then the bag and umbrella fall to the floor. I put on some slippers and head into the living room. The moment I see the couch, I walk over and my knees finally give out. I collapse into it, face first into a pillow. All the tension I wasn't aware of feeling all day returns to me in one fell swoop. I can feel my body trembling. From somewhere I hear movement as someone walks in. Reverse? Menji? Is that? Oh, she worried. Reverse? I feel a comforting presence rush to my side. I peer up and see a very scared and concerned looking Monica looking down at me. Hey, Mani. Without hesitation, the emerald young-eyed woman begins hoisting me to my feet. Come on, let's head to the space classroom. I nod, not really in the mood to argue with her. Man just went right in the couch. I would do that like the bed over here, honestly. She moves me towards the basement door, which has been replaced with the Sakura Academy sliding classroom door. Sayori. From inside, I hear the pitter-patter of footsteps rushing towards the door. Monica, what's... Yeah? Menji, Havers? Just prepare to catch Menji when he passes through. Alright. Monica's looking at me. You're able to walk? I nod slowly and step and steadies myself against the door frame. 1, 2, 3. I push myself through. I forgot how glitchy that was. Like, into my eardrums. I find myself in Monica's slender but strong arms. Out the corner of my eye, I see her Menji as he recovers from my mind's effect on his body. Monica looks down at me with a worried look. My own body begins reacting to my own mind's worried thoughts, begin feeling weak in the knees again. Monica leads me towards the couch, sits down, and then pats her lap. Lie down here. Lap pillow go. Me. Her tone indicates not a request. It's an order. I don't have much strength left to argue, so I comply, laying my head for the first time on Monica's lap, just going me. I close my eyes and feel Monica's hand stroking my hair. Her tender touch makes me feel stimulated, nervous, and relaxed. I hear 2 pairs of footsteps approaching. Reverse, are you okay? Sorry, sounds nervous. Shh, let him rest for a bit. Probably a good idea for the both of us. I hear both of them take a seat on the other part of the sectional couch. Monica continues stroking my hair. We remain like this for a while. Eventually, I slowly open my eyes. Hi there. Monica's looking down at me with the most affectionate smile I've seen on her face. I smile back and reach up to take her hand. Thank you. Of course, looked like you needed it. Both of you. She nods her head towards the other 2. I see my amusement. Sorry, he's copied Monica's ideas, not coming mentioning whose eyes are closed. He's fast asleep. I slowly sit up and look over at Monica. I feel better now, and I think it's time to explain what happened today. It might be important. Alright. Let's head to the computer. Menji looks too tired to move right now. Sure, sounds good. So he gives a silent nod and continues her Menji pampering. Monica and I quietly head over to the computer as she turns on the screen, revealing the script window open. She scrolls up to the point where I left the house. First, you look at the script, right? Yeah, I've been focusing more on rebuilding Sayori's trust today. That and taking her orders to rest. She says that last part a bit sheepishly. Fair enough. Alright, let's go over the script. She and I read through the events of the day. Me more so to compare my memory. The first event is to see Menji and I meet Sayako on the street. Monica reads in her eyes wide in surprise and worry. Sayori's mother. I had a feeling that things would be different for her. But I couldn't imagine all of this. She looks over at Sayori, a look of guilt passing through her eyes. You were just as surprised as you are, and I couldn't help but curse whatever force it put into her through his. It seems like Sayori's rain clouds have lashed on to Sayako. Yeah, they have. I press the palms of my hands into my eyes and sigh. How the hell are we going to tell Sayori about this? She has to access the script, so we can't lie to her. I'm worried about how she'll react and try to do something reckless to help her. Worried to glance over to Sayori, who's happily stroking Menji's sleeping hair. I look up at Monica and realizes when she can't help her from in here. A look of horror fills Monica's eyes, and a moment of silent understanding passes between us. She shudders. I can tell that we both have the same dark memory playing through her mind. How we found Sayori. It's almost certain that something will happen to Sayori if she tries to leave the space classroom. So let's just not make her leave the fucking space classroom then. Just lock her ass. Oh, throw your ass in the mines! But is it worth to even tell Sayori? Can we take the risk of not letting her hope and she doesn't read the script? Monica takes a steadying breath and regains her composure. She glances over to Sayori, then back at me. I can tell it her straight. Her gaze is sharp. Her eyes gleam with determination. I jump in surprise at Monica's steadfast expression.
We need to be truthful to each other so we can deal with any potential problem as a team. Also, I need to be truthful to her.
Yeah, that's the best thing you can do is be truthful, even if it's not pretty. I sigh. With everything Monica's been through, she's trying her best to be a better person and better friends with the people who matter to her. Meanwhile, I'm thinking of different ways to lie to Sayuri because I'm too scared to face the situation head on. I'm a coward.
Reverse?
You're right, we need to tell her. It's her own mother. She deserves to know what happened to her, and she needs to know about me, and this time around. Suddenly, a look of fear crosses Monica's face.
Reverse, the pills! What she said about the pills, did you take any more of them?
No, I haven't taken any more since this morning. I promise mind you I won't take them again. Monica's features relax, a wave of relief flashing over her.
Good. We'll figure out a way to deal with Menji's condition without those meds.
Agreed. Let's continue reading and we'll talk with Sayuri after.
Alright.
We continue reading through the events of the day together, double checking if the stories line up. Eventually, though, we reach a small encounter between Kotanoha and Yuri at lunch. Unlike the rest, it's written in English, so Monica has trouble reading it. I'll both translate and explain what's happening as I remember. Monica frowns at this.
How's she acting off?
It's hard to explain. Outwardly, Koana didn't seem any less friendly than I remember her. Although Natsuki did mention it a couple times whenever I tried to help her.
I see.
Although she says about it for a event as we continue reading. We reach a brief counter. Yay, I see Monica clench her fists enough to make her knuckles white and her hand tremble with barely repressed rage. Oh yeah, when you do clench your knuckles, it turns white. I just did that. I try to reassure her with a hand over their fist, and she forces herself to calm down. Her eyes turned to worry when we reached the portion of the day where Natsuki did our homework in the club and the rest of us an impromptu study session. Honestly, Natsuki's behavior this time is worrying me more. Especially when you realize how her new home life is mostly good this time around.
Yeah. Like I've said before, this isn't your fault. I'm trying my best to accept that, but it's hard, you know?
I know, but I just keep on trying. That's like I ask. Resume reading. Monica smiles and reaches the part of the day where Menji and I offered to meet if Tina lower locker.
That was so sweet of you two.
It was actually Menji's idea, believe it or not.
My point still stands. Although she reacted kind of how I imagined.
Except for the remark about you guys wanting something from her. That part has me worried a hell of a lot. We're gonna keep a closer eye on Kotana this week, best we can anyway.
After what she said, you told me, I agree.
Speaking of that, how are you gonna be coming to school tomorrow? She turns off the screen, turns towards me.
I'm gonna try, yeah.
The others might get suspicious, try to possibly call my parents.
Right, that's true.
Come on, let's go back and tell Sarah what happened today. I hope she take it alright. Monica nods and we both walk over and sit down. I grate my teeth, scrambling to even start. Monica looks over at me, her expression hardening.
I'll handle this verse.
I nod to her, thankful that I don't have to be the one saying it. I know I messed it up anyways.
Guys, what happened today?
Monica takes a long breath and gets telling us what happened with her mother. Her tone is kind, even and kind, describing anything that happened with Sayako as delicately as she can. Slowly she continues to speak. Sayuri's eyes full of deep layers of dread, her skin turning pale as a sheet. Her hands quiver while she continues to stroke Menji's hair. Damn, I wish he was awake for this. I hope he's mad at us for telling him when he was asleep. By the time Monica concludes, Sayuri's visage was shaken, her breaths heavy and labored.
My mom. My parents. They aren't together anymore. My mom has no, anything but that.
Monica quickly reaches out and grabs Sayuri's shaking hand, holding it tightly. Sayuri begins to panic, her eyes flickering between me, Monica, and the sleeping form of Menji. All I do is sit there and watch, petrified of what Sayuri will say or do. After a short time, though, Sayuri gains control over her breathing and her shaking begins to slow.
Verse, when you saw my mom, did she look okay to you?
Well, I begin thinking my encounter back on the street. She seemed downcast and cried when I told her about Menji's condition. But, damn it, man up and say something to help her here. What would Sayuri do? I stand in couch in front of Sayuri and I'm eye level with her. I join Monica in holding Sayuri's hand, and she smiles slightly down at me. Sorry, your mom was incredibly worried about me. Just like how you were worried about this morning when you first told about the pills. So you used her free hand to wipe away the tears, threatening to roll down her face, yeah. If that says something about her character. Even if she does have your usual rain clouds, she's strong enough to push through them. Just like you did. At this, the smallest of smiles creeps on Sayori's face.
You're right. My mom is strong. She had to raise me.
A small smile teases my lips. She's still with us, thank God. The best way to help my mom and my dad is to fix this mess. With a deep breath, Sayori steels herself and looks at both of us.
Alright, what else happened today?
With one last smile, one quick sneeze of Sayori's hand, I stand and return to my seat. And I'm yawning again, and my stomach growled again. Be's hungry. Monica and I continue to describe the rest of the events that happened through the day. Sayori and I listens attentively, but never stops stroking Menji's hair as she listens. We finish. Sayori looks thoughtful.
Kota might be affected.
Her thought became a worried one. Sorry if you all heard that. That was really, really cracky. It's just a hypothesis. For all we know, it could be nothing.
If Natsuki's saying something about it, it's definitely nothing.
You have a point. We'll have to keep an eye on her. Us three at school, and you from here, Sayori. Sayori nods with determination.
Anyway, that's all I have to report from today.
Sorry, if you want to look over the script later, feel free.
I probably will.
Just then Menji stirs and opens his eye blearily.
Did I?
I did. I fell asleep. Feeling any better? Menji sits up and stretches. Less tired, but yes, for some odd reason, I feel like I need to take a walk. Sayori smiles and stands up. You should go for one. Menji looks hesitantly over to me. I shrug. Couldn't hurt, really.
You too, Monica. Me? But what about you? I'm not a child, you know.
She pouts at us in a cute, adorable fashion.
I can handle myself for a while. Take as long as you need.
Menji, Monica, and I exchange glances. Menji's the first to acquiesce. Fine, if that's what my girlfriend's ordered me to do, what choice do I have? Make it sound so mean. Monica, Menji, and I burst out laughing. Menji then walks over to me and hugs her. You gotta learn how to figure out I'm just teasing you, you know. Heh. Despite her face, she still hugs him back. I could use a walk too, even if it is raining. Something to clear my head sounds amazing, not gonna lie. NGL. A verse? I shrug. I was never going for the walk. I was never really going for a walk side back home, but if these two want one, wouldn't kill me to take a walk. I guess, sure, let's go. The four of us head to the open door. Menji, I take a deep breath, step. Well, I'm probably gonna leave that there. I am hungry, guys. So I'm gonna eat something, probably record another one today, and then upload the two parts separately. So everybody, my name's Avers Puma. I'll be right back for y'alls.